Get some water. Where's my tea? Where's my tea? What is my tea? Gotta be strong, be strong, be strong, be strong. Gotta be strong, be strong, be strong, be strong. Gotta be strong, be strong, be strong. Be strong. Gotta be strong. No matter what they say about you, don't let them knock you off your old pedestal. Pedestal. Be strong, and hold on. What is up, my cannonballs? What is up? I'm in a good mood. I wish I had a few good topics to talk about. But I think I do, which is why I came live. Uh, man, I had a good, somewhat of a good night's sleep. It's kind of hard to sleep when you got so much on your head sometimes. But you know what? We have to let certain things go, and continue to do our best for ourselves. But other than that, it is a good day. Well, it's a good. Well, the day is good. It started off so pretty much good. I was supposed to be going out on my travels and handling some business, but when people don't call me, I don't call them. So like either you want me to, if you want my help or you don't, I'll be available. But other than that, I ain't worried about that. It comes and goes. But anyways, I was thinking about something earlier this morning. I was thinking how, what if I was, one of those type of content creators that really didn't mind bringing anybody name up. Because you guys, I really don't talk about. I mean, I don't really have to bring too many people name up that I like and that I really don't like. Or I would say because I don't really dislike anybody. I just don't like how they act. But if I was, if I would, if I want, I don't know how that would work out with me because I'm an honest person. And I'm very, very blunt at times. And I think certain individuals will probably have a problem with me. So I don't know. I always had a moment. What if I just start talking on everybody since everybody has so much to say? And I have a lot to say, but the majority of the time I don't get behind the camera and say it because sometimes I just don't want to really be in the mix. Or really, I just don't want to be in somebody else's shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. I try to mind my business, which is why a lot of the times I have not been talking about what I've been seeing over the weeks and days and months and even years. If I do decide to comment on something that is hot on the YouTube streets and deep sector, you know, um, I will choose to do that. But I don't know. Hmm. I wonder how they would perceive me. Because I don't really, well, I know how people were, they gave me their opinion, but I wonder how they would perceive me doing some shit like that. Instead of talking in subliminals, how about we start saying some goddamn names? Boy, boy, boy. But I just want to say this though. I gotta say it because I was watching somebody, you know. Then I don't know why this person is starting to come off to me very, very I would say cute, but I was watching somebody, you know, and they had another individual on their panel, which was funny as fuck. But I would suggest for this person, because I really don't want to say names, but I would just say everything I would say everything that you decide to put on camera, you may just have to just, you know, learn to just stay away from the phone. You don't have to show us everything. I feel like sometimes we can sometimes be a little too open with ourselves on a public platform, on any platforms really. I would say certain ones. Everybody's not an open book, and everybody doesn't really want you in their business. But for the ones that don't mind being well, not transparent, but really just telling their story or showing you their reality, I think it should be a limit to that, because a lot of times you guys, sometimes I be wanting to get behind the camera so you guys can see my face, but sometimes a brother just don't be camera ready, and I don't really like I really don't like getting on camera looking unpresentable. You know, I like to look presentable, and I like to have my topics, on my dome, because a lot of the times I don't usually write stuff down. I usually just go off the dome and try to sum it up and make this shit make sense. But but yeah, I would suggest, if you're feeling open enough to share your life on YouTube, just keep it at a limit. Everybody don't deserve all that, because people can laugh at what you are going through. You know, and a lot of the times the stuff that we do go through, it's not a laughing matter. On our end, but on somebody else's end, it can be a laughing matter, whether that's a child or an adult or someone that you may be going back and forth with. I think we should just stop and think about what we're gonna choose to post. That's what I would do. Cause y'all, if y'all seen everything from me, boy, y'all would be a little shocked. Which is why I keep certain stuff off of here, cause I don't need everybody in my business. I'm really glad that I'm really glad. Oh, I'm glad that I didn't get on here and back a few years back. When things was kind of a little buck wild crazy. Just me getting me in my early 20s, and just doing silly shit. I was doing a bunch of silliness. And I could have been thinking that was cool, and it was some so quote unquote called content, not knowing you looking like an ass, and you're looking crazy, you're looking ignorant, you looking like you don't know what the fuck you doing, you looking like you looking for attention, you're looking for all the wrong things. And I have noticed that in the beef sector, a lot of these people that was in the bushes or maybe in the comments are now getting the attention that they want, but it's not the right attention. And I don't understand that. You know, if someone was talking crazy to me about a lot of shit that I talk about on here, because sometimes you can't make yourself look like an asshole, or or you just don't know. But that's ignorant. You come off a little bit ignorant. But I noticed that so much. I noticed it so much. All these people, ain't nothing wrong with jumping on a panel. Ain't nothing wrong with making a video and giving your opinion. But when you messing up a good conversation, all because you want someone to say your name or you want to be seen, and then when people get over to your channel and you displaying how you want to do things, it's almost like expect the judgment, because this is what you wanted. Sometimes people can bring a good audience to them. Well, really, the majority of the time, sorry, not people. I'm saying a person can really bring a good amount of people to them. And if you ain't got that jab, that's going to have people listening and sticking in to listening to you. Then hey, don't expect a whole lot of people in your chat. Don't expect a whole lot of views on your videos, because some things are just meant for certain ones. Everybody doesn't have the gift to talk and talk and talk. Just about a bunch of really about a bunch of random things. Sometimes it can be a little kind of dry, or if you're not saying you say little, very little, and then it's like you go back on mute. And I feel like if you are on YouTube, you should be talking or doing something that the viewer can tune into to listen or maybe watch. And if you're not doing that, you know how I would say, in a way of to keep someone's attention, and you probably just won't too much. You won't make it out here. You just be doing this for fun, which I feel like, hell, Before the money came in, we all was just doing this for some good old fun. We all was doing this for some fun, you know. And I honestly feel like what God has for everybody out there is for everybody. I mean, it's for them. It's not for everybody. Whatever you have is not whatever you have that's for you is not meant for someone else. You know, it could be meant for somebody. It's only it can it may be only meant for you. Stop, and I wouldn't ride nobody coattails thinking that, oh, if I just start acting up and cussing you out and trying to be back buddy and blocking this person out and cussing them out in the chat, I'm gonna be the next, big, a semi celebrity, YouTube celebrity. Nope. Which I don't consider some, which I don't consider I don't know. It's a few celebrities on here. But I wouldn't want to get the big head because it's hard work, you know. One for one, I'm put it like this. It's a lot of people that are educated on here that has went to school, and I feel like, a lot of those type of people, them types right there for me, they get a lot of the attention because they have, they are well experienced in certain things. But if you haven't had those type of qualities, hold on, you guys. Look, my stuff is fucking up on me. Hold on. Yeah, like I was saying, if you're not really say so-called quote unquote educated in certain areas that people can relate to, they not gonna watch you. They only gonna be watching. How they say the old saying, they like to watch a train wreck. People gonna be watching you for the train wreck, and that's why I say that's not a good thing. Showing too much is not a good thing. You know, some things should just be left off the tube, off the tube. But I say, hell, I'm not trying to force anybody out to do things, but I'm just giving you a little advice. But hell, if you want to continue to do that, to do that on here, continue go right ahead. Go right ahead. I'm not answering no spam. Go right ahead and continue to be you. Can't nobody stop you from being you. But I'm just giving you a little advice because I noticed there's a lot of people that want to be in that number of, oh, I'm trying to get this number. I'm trying to get to this number. I'm trying to get to that number. Nowadays, it's like YouTube is just mostly about people, clicking a view and who's going to get a check at the end of the month. I hear it so much to the point where it's like demonetized. Are you monetized? Oh my goodness. It's so much. I hear, back then when I was a kid or a teenager, it wasn't so much about that. It was just about people coming on YouTube, sharing and do things crazy, sometimes a little sad. They were just showing all types of things. Now it's just all about the coin. It's all about the dollar bill. It's all about that. And I don't blame you, whoever is receiving some type of funds from YouTube. Keep receiving them. You'll be a fool just to say all of it. It ain't much, but I'm gonna let it go. Shit, you guys that can get a good amount of people in your rooms and y'all not monetized. What are you waiting for? That's your blessing. Do you know how many people that will kill? Well, not kill, but that will really want to have that type of I would say that type of viewership. I mean, come on now. You got people listening to individuals out here in maybe 1, 2, 3 in the morning, for hours. And some of them don't even be monetized. I'd be like, man, that couldn't be me. That couldn't be me. See, that would come off to me like I ain't got enough time on my motherfucking hands. But, oh, man. That just couldn't be me. Take heed. I don't know. I think it's a pride though, because people be saying, "Oh, well, I work. I don't need it." Hell, I need it. Shit, I need all. Look, anything that's coming along for free, all you gotta do is sit behind the camera and talk. Psh, you better. I will take that check right on to the bank, baby. We're cashing that shit. Fuck you mean we're gonna see that we're gonna be we have reached a certain amount of attention, and now we got some monetization, baby. Stop being a fool. I'd be a damn fool at my own self. Shit, but to each its own. To each his own. I guess it ain't so serious when you got it like that. So I guess a lot of people they got it like that. Cause boy, I wish I had it like that. Hmm. To another source of income. Wow. And all I gotta do is just sit on my. Oh, you can sit on your ass, or just vlog, and people will listen. Huh, child. I still think that's a blessing, though. Like, come on, y'all got it. I would wake the hell up. I be feeling like a dumbass. Like, well, I'm not calling I'm not calling them dumb, but I be feeling like I'm dumb, like for missing out on this money. Let's get to the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go. And then what Sean be saying? Go get the money. That's what I would be doing. Go get that money. Mm-hmm. For real, cause so when I don't have too much to do on certain days, on my little downtime, I'd rather shit talk about what was how was the week or what was the next topic in the in in the media. I would love to give my opinions if I was knowledgeable on certain things. Because I don't like to get behind the camera and not talk and talking about things that I'm not too knowledgeable on, because that makes you look very very stupid and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So it's best for you to get on the camera knowing what the fuck you are talking about than not get well then to get on camera and not know what the hell you're talking about. I don't want to do that. So I ain't blessed in that area. Like when it comes to politics, I don't want to talk about religion. I mean, I could just tell you what I believe in. That's it. You have your right to go out there and search whoever you want to believe in. I'm just going to believe in how I was raised. I'm just going to believe in the person that I've been believing in since I was young and how I was raised to believe in. And that's going to be that. And other things, I shoot. I give you a little advice what I know, but I'm not gonna get on here and be talking about real topics and stuff like that, like serious topics when it comes to like the economy and stuff like that. I can't do that. I'm not sharp when it comes to things like that. Mm-mm. But I would say there's no excuse. You can always learn how to. Sean said something. Sean said something on his live that it kind of hit home for me. He was like, if I didn't know nothing, he would try to look it up and try to study it instead of being out here and not knowing. And I ain't gonna even lie. There has been some times where I did not know something and I came off to somebody else as if I was just dumb. And it's like, just because you have not been, and just because you don't, may not be educated on something, I mean that you can't learn to get it and to explain it, to the next person. That doesn't make you dumb. You just haven't been taught. A lot of things I missed when I was in school. I missed a lot, and I wish I can go back a little bit. But you know what? I still have opportunities to change. To change certain things. You know, you ain't gotta. I would suggest people that if you feel like if you feel like you need to step it up mentally wise when it comes to like um just certain things that you need to know. Hell, instead of just logging on to a platform, just hey, go out to the libraries. Let's go study some stuff. That's what I'm planning on doing in the following days, because I think so my elevator be forgetting certain things. I kind of feel like I have Alzheimer's or something. Like, it's kind of scary, but at the same time, I need to know about real life stuff, and how to do stuff on my own. So when I am faced with an issue, I know how to handle and tackle that shit for the time being, instead of being out here clueless. And I don't want to be clueless. I refuse. I feel like being clueless is not the way to go. And I can't blame you. I'm saying this. You can't blame nobody but yourself if you're not gonna push yourself to learn something for yourself. You know. But yeah, I really liked how he said that, and I really I feel like what he was saying about QB, that was pretty big, because a lot of people are out here and they sometimes don't know. I mean, I'm not saying QB doesn't know, but whatever that topic was about. Um, what's up, Dwayne? How you doing? Good morning, bro. Whatever that topic was about, I'm not talking about that, but I'm just saying there are individuals out here that that doesn't know the certain things that they should know in their adult life. And people can look at you like, "Ugh, that's sad." But you sometimes you just can't blame them, blame the educational system, and blame the people that took them to certain places. You know, everybody ain't really fortunate to get the proper and right education. Because some people, I feel like so many kids, they need somebody to sit down with them and explain how to do things, which is why, um, which is why I will say kids should be going to school 5 days out the week, not 4 days out the week. You know, and I really do feel like that. Um, some kids miss a lot. Some kids get overlooked and bounced around and passed, and they don't even know too much of all of what they need to know. Then when they graduate and get out here in this world, they're fighting with themselves because it's like, damn, they done learned a little bit, but they didn't learn some of the other important things that they need to know. Or are they trying to go out there in the field, and work and do things for themselves? You know, I just be looking at shit like that, and sometimes people want to judge them. You want to just judge people like that, but sometimes it's not really them. Sometimes it can be sometimes the environment. What is it? What I'm trying to say? Um, it can be a lot of things. Maybe how they grew up. Maybe they dropped out. I know a lot of people that I know a few people that dropped out, and they was a little bit. It was successful. Worked from 15 to 40. Now that's pretty good. That's really damn good. You done had a job for that long, and even longer. I think my grandmother, she didn't even graduate, but she made it. I don't even think she was on the system. I think she made it because she worked for some years. She worked for some years, about to the point where all the way up to the point to her 70th birthday. Let me see what the chat is saying. I be missing stuff because I be running my mouth. Running my mouth. Yeah, everything's going good today. Today on the Dwayne, everything's going good. It's a good day. It's a pretty day out there. I mean, out here today. You see, I see what you saying, but a lot of people stuff. I mean, a lot of people. Oh my goodness, a lot of people. A lot of people. I can't even see it now. Hold on. Yeah, shit. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying now. What's up, Face Yaya? But yeah, you right about that. Yeah, you right. And then you don't know what, and they really be trying to blame. They want to, the teachers want to try to blame the parents, but I feel like this is a two-way street. You gotta learn at some point. If I was an educator, I want the parents to be helping me out. It's only so much a teacher can explain to a student. You know, and they expect their parents to try to at least attempt to help them out if they can. Because sometimes these parents can't really do too well. From what I do know, when it comes to that math I would say algebra and geometry. Oh, I hated those things. Sometimes parents be having a little hard time with that because mine did. Because they was like, "Oh, what is all this?" But yeah, you guys, that's what I be noticing a lot. I noticed a lot, but I don't went on and on and on. I be losing my train of thought on what I was saying, but I ain't forget. I ain't forget about the educational part, but I was forgetting my point. But it is all right. Mm-hmm. It was all right. You said the parent aren't parenting everybody wants. It's everybody wants their kids friend. Everybody want to be their kid's friend. Yeah, they do. Instead of being a parenting right, I refused. I refuse to be being a child. I mean, a friend to my child. Like we can have fun, we can laugh, we can joke, but at some point you have to know your boundaries. Even to this day, I don't really talk certain how I talk on here. I don't really talk like that in front of my mom because at the end of the day, that's still my mama, and I'm going to continue to give her that type of respect. Now, if she catch me on a mad day when I'm cussing out somebody, Hey, she just have to hear. But other than that, I try not to be so vulgar and I was not X-rated, but I don't talk about sex with my mom. I don't talk about nothing besides if I was a few situationships, and that's it. I feel like, but I love seeing people that are really really cool with their parent, and they can just be, they can cuss around them, they can do just really just talk to them like they just best friends, and I'm sure they are, but I know I'm more than I'm not my mom's friend. I'm a son. Whew. You said excuses. Exactly. Okay. He said, I don't know how. I don't even know how. Oh, I can't talk today. I don't know even. I always say I don't even cuss around my mom. I don't either. You know. I don't either. I don't feel comfortable doing that. uh, um, but you got some people out here that will allow their kids to cuss around them, and hey, to each his own. Mine ain't like that. We can't go to the club and party together. We can have a drink. If we're out or doing something constructive with ourselves. But other than that, uh-uh. She go with her friends. Like, oh, my friends. I wouldn't feel well. Honestly, it wouldn't bother me, but I wouldn't want to be partying with my parent. Only at an occasion, a family event, we could dance or just woo at the house, having a little kickback at the house. But other than that, no, we ain't gonna have that. We ain't gonna have that, boy. Never. Mm-mm. But I can't say the older you get, the more your parents do kind of relax to you, and they want you to be open and honest with them. But you gotta watch what you say too, because they will tell you, "Oh, baby, you can tell me anything, and come to me about anything," but then they will throw that stuff back in your face, which is why I'm very, very selective. I'm very, very selective on what I say to my parent. Well, to my parent, really to anybody that's older than me. That's our, my peers, my elderly, my elders, my goodness, I can't talk this morning. The elderly people, I can't. Not telling you too much. Bad enough you think you know what's going on. You said my mama has an evil eye, and she can look at me, and I turn into a toddler. I know, right? They give you that look. Your parents. You said yes, Dwayne. That's that eye was something. So I was. Oh, that's that eye. Something was serious. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know it. Like I could tell when my mother's finna get pissed or she wants certain things done a certain way. Like, okay, I got you, mom. I got you. Woo, me. Woo. Oh, excuse me, you guys. I gotta go. I gotta go blow my nose for a second, and because I don't like doing that on camera. That's kind of nasty to me. But I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go get this out because I can't even talk. All right, you guys, I'm back. Get some hand sanitizer because I don't want no germs on me. Can't barely even stand the smell of me. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, man, you guys, I promise you, I be getting off into so many topics. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I really need to start making me a list instead of going off the damn dome. You say I still do it. That's funny. Woo. Oh, but let me like this black and mild back up. Oh yeah, but on that note, you guys, I think I'm finna be is out. I don't know what else to talk about. There's all the stuff that happened over the weekend. Kind of don't really too much to care to talk about it because I wasn't interested. I may have picked my head in the BS, but I really wasn't interested in talking about certain things because it was kind of boring. But on that note, I will hit you guys up and we'll come back for another one. All right, you guys, we're out of here. See ya.